Cindy with Cindy Lifestyle and More. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Cindy. I'm 64 and I welcome you, and I live in Central California. Today I have a little Valentine's look, and it's by these shadows by Estee Lauder. My daughter got a holiday box during the Estee Lauder during the holidays, and she gave me some items from that box, and this is one of the items that came from that box. And these shadows are on my eyelids. So if you like this look, well, that's going to be next. Have fun. Prime my face with Estee Lauder Futurist Aqua Brilliance Watery Glow Prime. Got a little makeup on it, but I use this on my face. It kind of blurs out any imperfections, kind of makes your makeup last longer. It's just a nice little base. If you don't want to use a primer, then make sure you use your moisturizer with the sun protection. So I did use that. I can't believe it's February. It's already here. Okay, so I'm going to use the back of my hand. And this is Double Wear, Stay in Place. And it's pretty good. This stays on. It's sweat-proof, waterproof, lasts all day, buildable coverage. It is nice. It's a real popular makeup line where I work at. Okay, and this is 2 in 2. This is one of their hero products. It sells. I'm going to use this. This is a sponge. This is by Estee Lauder, and then it's also their makeup. So when people get color matched, or customers, because I work at Macy's, they purchase this, right? Okay, and then they have a box, and I'm going to put the link, explain it all. Sell this one because it comes with this. It comes with a primer. And I think it comes with a night repair, a real small one. And I think it's like no more than $20. So they do have them up front. So ask about it. I will put the link on and it'll give you more information. Go down the middle. And then I'm going to work out. And I think I've said this before. If you want more of a lighter coverage, work from the middle on out. Now I've already used a concealer. Buildable, so that you can pat it on to get more buildable color coverage. See? All right, then I'm going to take it and go the other side. And I try to get up into my hairline. I just go about right here. Sometimes I'll use my concealer first. I'll use my Mary Kay under eye corrector. Then I use a brightener. Then I use the concealer. Or sometimes I'll do it after my foundation. It just depends, what I'm doing for the day. What's in my mood. So you'll see me do things different ways. And then that's the look. Okay, so I'm doing this for my daughter. She was so sweet. She goes, Mom, you haven't done the Estee Lauder items. And I'm like, oh, I promise I'll do it. So today's the day. I still have a lot of makeup on there. I can actually go back here, okay? And now I can pat in the areas I want more coverage. And I take it all the way back into my hair, into my ears, back in here to the earlobe, all the way back there. I try to get a nice coverage. But you see how I'm doing that? I'm just going to go over, taking more, and then trying to build from there. A lot of times you can look in the mirror and try to hit those areas where you really want to camouflage. I'm trying to go down your neck so you blend it. It's a good way to know how to color match. But always go by your counters. They're there to help you. I always tell customers, come and get your color match. We do all that for you. That's what we're there for. But if you can't get a color match and they don't have testers and you go to a drugstore, try to get, let me do this. Let me just clean this. And that's why I like pumps, because it's cleaner. Try to get the color and go along your jawline to see if it's blending, or around your neck, because you don't want to have a dark going down. You want this to match as much as you can on your neck. So when you color match, you want this all to blend. So some go here, I always go here. I like to take 3 colors when I color match and try to go the closest one that matches. But if you can't get a tester, then try to take your bottle and then kind of look in a mirror and try to get the closest to you. Sometimes I go like a shade lighter because you don't know the if there's a lot of hue yellow in it or there's a lot of pink in them when you can't color match. That's just a little tip. Okay, so that is how it looks. Okay. Now, I'm going to get this little sponge. This is Real Techniques. And I'm going to get a setting spray. And this is MAC Fix It. And it preps your skin for your makeup. I'm going to use this because I need to get my little powder. This is Laura Mercier. I wear prescription glasses. I wear sunglasses. I wear readers. So what I do, I use a setting spray first. Setting spray, primer, okay? And then I use my concealers. If I'm wearing concealers, and I'm always concealing here because this is where I have my little glass marks. Then, once I'm done with my foundation and everything, I get a setting spray with a little sponge. You can get any powder that you have. I like to take a little bit of this, and I like to take that and go right in there and let it set. Okay, and I do my makeup. I feel like it makes, oh, and I forgot one thing. I use an eyeshadow base. Okay, I forgot that. I use eyeshadow base right there. Then I use my concealers. Then I use my foundation. And then I powder. And I'll have makeup in my little eye area all day. I wear glasses all day long when I'm working, and there'll still be coverage. I love it. Okay, so that's a little tip. All right. Trying to think of all these things while I'm talking to you. This may go along a little bit. It may go, you can decide you want to go through it or take what you want from it. So that's Laura Mercier. Okay, now I'm going to get my powder. This is Estee Lauder Double Wear powder. You can use this as a face makeup. You can use this, you can tell I take it with me. You can use this, I keep this in my purse for touch-ups. It's a foundation and powder in one. Okay, so we're going to use this today. And this actually matches 2 and 2 my buff. Matches my makeup. I'm going to take my dry sponge, and I'm going to go on the side right here. I'm going to take this, and then I'm going to smooth out all my little fine lines. And now I even have more coverage. Okay, I'm going to give myself a really full coverage, and that's what it's looking like. And I pat. You can use this by itself for a natural look. And I'm going to go right in here so you can see the difference. There's that. Now, this is without the powder. So I even have more coverage, okay? But you can use it by itself if you don't want that much coverage. And I forgot to use my, let's see. I'm going to use Too Faced Lip Injection Maximum Plump, and I'm going to use this color pink. I'm going to use it on my lips just to add some fullness. But it's a little bit more matte, okay? But since Gregg and I got a lot of things today to do, we're going to probably go out to dinner tonight and stuff like that. I don't mind having the extra coverage because then I have less to have to, you know, touch up. Okay, so I'm going to do the other side. And I just go no more than up to here, right here, okay? And I'm just patting. But always wash your sponges. Wash your sponges that come into with your makeups. I think it's a big plus. Keeps them clean. Because remember, we're using it on our skin. And always work down. And that's what I do like about that. They have the foundation and they have the powder that matches it. I love that. And they also carry loose powder. But a great way to try it is when Estee Lauder's in gift. They have a really nice little mirror. Okay, I've already got my eyeshadow base. Now my face is ready to apply makeup. I'm going to use the items that my daughter gave me. So now that I've already prepped my eyes, I'm ready for my eye makeup. Okay, so we've got some really nice matte colors. As you can see right here, more of a like a Burberry color, very wine pink color, a lighter pink color, and there's very soft shimmer. My daughter's going to be happy. And they really do have a nice mirror. So it's great for traveling. That's why I like the holiday boxes in Lauder or Lancome, because you get so much product in there. They're great for traveling. You know, this is great for traveling. Okay. Voila, I think it's called. I can't read it. So we're just going to go like this because I can't read. So we're going to go with this shade right here. Okay. Which is that. Okay, that's pretty. Let's see what this one is. Okay. So I'm going to put that right in the top of my lid right here. So I'm just going to use this color. I'm going to go ahead and use this brush for that. So let me put this on the lid. So this is right here. Like that. Okay. It's got a very soft shimmer to it. I just wish I could read it. It's so small, I can't read it, but I think it's called Voila. I think it is. Okay. Let's see. Now we need to get a nice little transition color right here where the crease is at. Okay. Let's go with that. Is right here. You can just feel the little bone right there. Right there. Okay. So I had a customer that came in. This is years and years. I was in my 20s. And she came in. It was in the evening. And she was a principal. So anyway, she comes in. She goes, I don't wear makeup. She says, I like to learn how to use skincare and makeup. And she brought her items in a bag. And I was working at Nordstrom's at the time. And so I said, okay. She goes, I have this. Do you think I need more than what I have? Let me see what you got. Okay, so let me blend this. Do you see right there? And if you have a hard time, like holding your brushes, this is excellent. It's got the little, see that little section that you can hold this if you have problems with your wrist, and then you can hold your eye like that and just hold it up. If you have like hooded eyes, just kind of lift it and you'll get in there in the area that you need to. You'll find your little bone right like that, okay? The little where you can do the crease. So she comes in and she shows me what she's got. So I think I said, well, you don't need a cleanser. I said, you don't need this, but she didn't have a toner, okay? So I says, well, why don't we do this? Why don't you pull out what you got and we will give you the items you would need. And basically, the only thing that I think she was out of at the time was an eye cream and I think a toner. And the product that I was selling was a toning mist. So I said, okay, so use your cleanser twice a day. And then I said, then you're going to use this toning mist. And I said, if you're really dry throughout the day, you can use this as a hydrating. So she bought 2 of those. I think she had a moisturizer. I'm trying to remember. And I don't know if she needed an eye cream, but I just gave her the items that she needed. And I wrote everything down. So she goes home, okay? She comes back like maybe 3 days later with her little bag. And she goes, okay, she goes, can I sit down and you show me everything that I'm doing? I said, sure. She goes, okay. She comes back. She goes, well, can I show you how I'm doing it? I said, yeah. She was really, really wanted to do this. And she did not wear any makeup, not even a concealer, maybe a clear lip gloss, nothing. So I said, okay, let me get some coffee. My mouth has been dry. So she comes back and she does everything. I says, you're doing really good. I go, you're doing exactly. And she had her little sheet in her, she told me, in her bathroom, and I know she did. Well, she was one of my best customers ever, ever. And once she knew that, she came in and she goes, well, I think I'm ready for makeup. I said, okay. So we sat down. She goes, but I want very basic. I just want a shadow, an eye pencil, a lip liner, a lipstick, very basic. She went home. She went out with some friends. She comes back 2 days later. She says, can you redo everything you did? I said, yeah. She goes, can you write it all down this time? I said, I wrote everything down. She still came back with her skincare and wanted to make sure she was still doing it right. Okay, so you want to, I'm going to apply a little bit more. And at that time, we didn't have a lot of brushes. We had brushes. We had a blush brush, powder brush. I showed her the brushes that I was using. And she says, well, she goes, I'll buy the brushes if I buy the makeup. Okay, so I went a little bit more. She comes back a third time. She bought one of each. And we used to have face sheets, and we would write everything down. And I would put, this is this color, this goes here. I had everything written down. And she went home. She would apply it on. And she would come on her days off. She goes, what time are you going to be here? I said, well, because my shifts were always different. You know, I would work night shifts, mid shifts, morning shifts. She goes, well, let me know when you're in a morning shift. So she says, I can come in and I can do one side and you can do the other. I said, okay. And she did. What was so neat, and I still get emotional today, from the day that I met her the very first time, she had so much confidence. She felt good about herself. And she was afraid of makeup. She was afraid of skincare. And once she was comfortable and she knew her steps, she felt good about herself because she's like, okay, I got it. Probably at that time, probably in her 30s, late 30s. And I was in my 20s. And she's always stayed on my mind forever, forever. And I love customers like that because it changed their life. You know, she felt comfortable. And what's nice about it is that she always came in to learn a little bit more and a little bit more. And she started asking, you know, how do you do that? I mean, now we've got so much more. We've got primers, we've got contour. I mean, we had contour, was in a powder. But not like it is today. So I always say, get yourself comfortable with the makeup. You know, use one shadow color until you master that. And then once you're ready to start doing this and you feel comfortable with that, just do the two. Just do the one shadow, just this, and then maybe a pencil or a mascara until you master it. But always, and I always told her the same thing, always blend. So everything is blended. I know this may go a little while, but I just wanted to tell a story about that because it's a true fact. And we still get customers today. We still do. I think it's incredible. We get the younger girls and we get married women. We get mature women. And there's a lot of people say, I only wear lip gloss or I only wear mascara. That's okay. It's okay. I've got customers that just wear mascara and a lip gloss and a blush. That's it. And some powder. There's so many things just to make yourself feel at ease and not be afraid. Okay? All right. Let's see. Now we're going to go with, this wine color. Okay? So let's see. Let me get my little makeup. And I'm going to put the wine color right in here. Okay. I love this. I think this is a Sebastian brush. I used to sell Sebastian, and I love this. Still has an angle. I cannot find a brush like that. I love it. Okay. I just love it because it's sideways, but I think I found something like it, but I have to order it. But I just love that little angle. Okay. So I'm going to pat, pat. So I'm just going to take this and just pat. Okay. So I'm going to go right in here. And do you see this little section here? They usually call them the lazy C or the 7. If you can think of that, it'll make it easier. Okay, so let's see. Let me get a little bit more. Right there. And I like to go in, not out. And then I kind of turn my brush. So here's the brush like this, and then I turn it, and then I go up inside. So this is not going this way. That's why I like it. I just love this angle. And I worked for Sebastian in 2007, so this is a long time ago. That tells you that's a professional makeup brush. Yeah, how long they last, and I always take good care of them because this is almost gone. Yeah, I love it. Just like that. And sometimes some feel like that's enough. Like that. Okay, and I'm going to take the other side. Like that. I can hear my dogs running around with Greg. Okay, so I'm going to take that blending brush and I'm just going to kind of blend them together. Really dark color. I'm going to use that right in here, and then I'm going to glide that as an eyeliner. Okay, so that's how it is so far. And then if I start looking in the mirror and then looking up here, I can apply a little bit more through there of the shimmer, but I'm going to wait till the ending. Okay, so let me do this. Let me get my little angle brush that I love. And I'm going to take that and just really get in there. Okay. I'll go back to the other color, the darker color. And I may just go a little bit over it just to blend them together. Because remember, one color takes away from the other, so you want to kind of go back and just apply a little bit more to get that layer look, that smoky look. I hear a little puppy. This color right here, I haven't used that yet. I'm going to go with that. And I'm going to kind of blend right here. Blend all this. And I'm always taking, I have a little towel right here. Okay, now I'm going to get this little glitter, this one right here, and I'm going to use that. This is a concealer. This is a concealer brush. Okay, I'm going to apply it right here, up in the brow bone, to give a little, I like a little highlight up there. Okay, I do. I'm going to go back to this color right here and add a little bit more. Now you can do this with almost any eyeshadow. And then sometimes you can use your ring finger if you feel like you get a better color. Okay. All right. Let me get to the other eye. I'm going to go right here. I'm going to finish up. Go a little faster. There we go. And a lot of times what I do is when I'm doing my hair, I kind of look in a regular lighting in my bathroom. And sometimes I got to apply a little bit more here and a little bit more there. Okay. And then turn it. Trying to see, did I get it right? Yeah, pretty even. Okay. All right, now, this is an Estee Lauder pencil. When you sharpen them, they're very creamy. Okay, now they do stay on, but they're creamy. So when you do sharpen them, you got to watch. You got to have one of these because they get all over. Okay, and this one is, I got to be really careful. Okay, and this is Double Wear 01 Onyx. Okay, so I'm going to take that, make sure I got nothing on my hands. Okay, I'm going to go. I like to lay my hand on my eyes because I got better grip. But if you can go, okay, so if you take your pencil and get really close to your lashes, kind of just pat, 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 pat all the way so you don't poke your eye and you have more control. Things you can do an angle brush. This is by Wet n Wild, okay? I'm going to do one side so you can see the difference. You can go in there, it's like kind of like giving more of a nice line. Okay, like that. And sometimes there's still color on this, if you can see. And sometimes you can go under and just use the same amount of color. If you're afraid that you don't want to smear it, go under. And you got some color. You see this? This is a smudger. Now this is by e.l.f., right? Now it's more of a dome. Do you see that? You can go, I'm going to use this eye right here. You can go here and you can smudge it. If you don't want a real line look, and you lay it right over it, and then you can smudge it. Like that. Okay? I don't like doing this under my eye because it bleeds. It always does. So I don't do that. Okay. Now, do you see this really dark color? All right. I'm going to get my MAC Fix-It spray on my angle brush. I'm going to apply it on that color. See that? Okay. And I'm going to go underneath, over that I just did, because I'm not afraid to do it. And you can go right over that black pencil, that eye pencil that you used. Or you can use this by itself, just a shadow. I barely tapped it. But you notice I'm always holding it because I feel like I have more control. And then I always kind of go up like that. Get your eyeshadows and look at them. See, maybe you need to add a little bit more dark, or do you need to add a bit more little highlighter here? Do you need to put a little bit more shimmer here? And then when you get to the bathroom, you're going to probably notice it may change a little bit because you may get the sunlight coming in, natural sunlight, because I've got a light and I got a ring light and I got this. So you may notice a difference once you get into your bathroom. I always check because things change a little bit. Okay, now go underneath my eyelid. Okay, so let's see. I kind of take my ring finger, kind of go close your eyes and take it under. I just lift it and go like this. For a little tight line, okay? I also do it underneath. Just go slow and be careful. And don't hurt yourself. Okay? All right. Sometimes you may get a little bit of eye makeup in your eye and you're going to feel it, so you'll know. So you want to take your time on that. Okay. Now, I know I should have done this already, but I'm going to do it now. I like using Lumify eye drops. I use this every day. I use it before my videos. I use it when I do self-taping for acting. It makes white, okay? But I like doing it. I do it before, and then I also do it after, and then I let it sit. And I love it. It's a little expensive, but it works. Okay. And I feel like when I'm tired, it helps. Okay, so that is the eye makeup. Estee Lauder, and this is 01, and this is Extreme. Is Extreme Black? Make sure I got it right. Yes, Extreme Black. It's a very popular mascara. Okay, I'm gonna let this dry for a little bit because what I have been doing, I'm loving this. Oops. I got this from Ulta, and it separates your lashes. I'm loving it. It's one of my favorites. Okay, is the Wet n Wild powder brush. And I'm just gonna circle around. I'm gonna blend everything. Take my little powder here and get rid of that. Okay, so now I'm going to take this and I'm just going to like that. And they're separated. I love it. I just love it. Okay. Okay, lipstick needs to be not real dark. So I'm going to go with this color. Pretty. And this color is, what is this color? It's pretty. This is Strictly Confidential. Isn't that pretty? Lip gloss, limited, it's a limited edition, so I don't think they're going to carry it every day. But it's called Breathe the Shein. Okay. Oh, that's pretty. So I want to thank you for being here today. Now I'm going to do beautiful fragrance on myself. And what you want to know is has blend of rose, lily, and orange flower are your notes. They do have lotion, and they do have the powder. And I also have my little travel fragrance to go with me. So I want to thank all of you for being here today. And this is a little Valentine's. And I want you all to have a great day. I want to thank all my new friends. And you know, I always appreciate all my friends that always come back and say hello. So if you like this video, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share, like, and comment. And I will see you, and I love you all, on my next video. Bye.